Alright, so in today's video I'm answering the question, let's see, from Fran. Fran asks, hey Sebastian, I have a few questions. How do I turn a conversation into a sale? Right, really good question. And when I first started on high school, this is how I made money, right? I was sending 30 messages per day to people on Facebook. I was starting conversations. And once I had a conversation in a nice spot, I took it to a call. And in the call I closed. I was closing 1 to 3 clients per day on high school, and every sale made me approximately $100, right? So make the numbers, $100 to $300 per day for 30 days. I was making at least $3,000 per month. And when I first made my first $10,000 with this strategy or through conversations, I made a video that's called Conversations Equals Conversions. I made it in a farm. I remember perfectly. I put my tripod. I started talking about this. This was one of my first videos. And it's a concept that I still really believe in to date. I believe that when you have a conversation with someone, your conversion rate, your chances of that person buying from you, it literally goes through the roof. Because if you're expecting to just put a sales page and a checkout page and then send the link to someone and you're hoping there to see that transaction go through and hoping for these people or this person to take action to pay your product or service without having to talk to them, then it's gonna be pretty hard, right? Obviously, we'll want that, right? We wanna make money and not have to talk to anyone and not do anything, right? We wanna be a millionaire. But the reality is that if you really wanna make money faster, you have to engage in conversations and on calls. That's the fastest way, I'm telling you. Might not be the easiest way, but if you really wanna change your life, hopefully you wanna do whatever it takes. So, how do you close a conversation? How do you get a conversation to end up in a sale? Especially a conversation that it's happening with a random stranger, someone who you don't know, who you've never heard of. How do you deal with this specific topic? All right, so here's the thing. Here's how I did it. The first step when I sent a message to people on Facebook to start that conversation, I found something that I could relate with a person. I just didn't say, hey, my name is Sebastian, I have a great service, I want to sell it to you. That's a no-no. If you really want to get stuck, do that, right? Because I got stuck doing that. But the first thing that I sent these people was like, hey John, I noticed that you're part of the affiliate marketing group on Facebook. That's awesome. I also joined the community. I'm really finding it helpful, but I wanted to send you a personal message to see what you were up to and see if we could mastermind, share ideas, so we could get more results together. Looking forward to your response, right? So I find something that we can both relate to and that this person can relate to, and then the next step. Now, if I wanted that person to really see that message, I wanted to make sure the message landed on this person's inbox on Facebook. So I had to send him a friend request first. So typically I send messages to people that I'm already connected with a little bit. So for instance, if John posts a question in a Facebook group and he asks, hey, how can I create a landing page? Then I went ahead and I made a comment on his post. Hey John, this is how you create a landing page. I made a nice comment. Then I sent him a friend request. And when he's on my friend request, he's gonna be like, oh, this is the dude that helped me for free on my post on the Facebook group. He answered my landing page question. So I'm gonna accept his friend request. Now you're gonna hit the inbox when you message him because you are now friends. When you're not friends with someone on Facebook, it's gonna land to the message requests. So now you send a message, the message that I told you about, hey, I saw your question in the Facebook group, wanted to connect. Now the person is gonna see it. Then the conversation to make a sale is the anti-salesman conversation. So a lot of people think that if they want to become good at sales, they have to become a salesman or they have to learn sales strategies, right? Like I have to buy Grant Cardone's sales program, or I need to learn what the Wolf of Wall Street is saying in his programs. But the best way to convert a conversation into a sale is by simply having a friendly conversation where you build a nice relationship. I mean, when you start using sales tactics, and I experienced this here with my team in Costa Rica, we close sales like crazy. We have a really high conversion rate, and we are the anti-salesmen, right? And the reason we are able to achieve that is because we simply have a regular conversation like what we were having. Like, let's say I was having a conversation with a friend on Starbucks, and we're having a good time, and this person relates with me, I relate with him, we're sharing our experiences. I'm here to see how I can help you out, tell me a little bit about your story. Then it's more like a storytelling / conversation more than a sales call. When people think that you are having a sales conversation or a sales call, they immediately block themselves because they feel they're going to be sold to, and they feel that someone is trying to take their money, right? So when you want to convert someone into a sale, you don't want to think about selling. In fact, you just want to kind of like focus more on listening rather than selling. So if you're having a conversation, you ask, "Hey John," and then John says, "Yeah, man, for sure. Let's connect and see how we can help each other." So you can be like, "Yeah, so what are you up to? Like, are you doing affiliate marketing, or just tell me a little bit about that?" And you start having a conversation. "Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm also doing affiliate. I started 6 months ago. I really like this because of this and this. Actually, I just tested this strategy, which is really working for me. I wanted you to check it out. This is what I'm doing." And boom, you send a little video on how to do it. And then John is like, "Oh man, that's super helpful. I was struggling with that too. And this is really helping me out. Like, you're such a cool dude. You just sent me this video for free. Really appreciate it." I said, "No problem, man. Hope you found it helpful. And I also wanted to send you access to my free Facebook group so we can keep connecting there and so you can get more value. I think that would be amazing because you will be able to get more results." So now you have them on your Facebook group. They're also a friend. 3 days later, you're like, "Hey, John, I was really thinking about our past conversation. I wanted to see if you would have some time on Thursday to get on a quick call at 10 a.m. I wanted to show you something about affiliate marketing and how it can help you." And then John already has a relationship with you because you already proved John that you don't want to sell him. You're just like helping him for free. You build the bond, and once you're on the call, you can be like, "Look, man, this is something I'm doing. It's really helping me get more sales. But I wanted to see if you would be interested to become part of this group that I'm testing with. I do charge for this, but I believe that you would be an amazing fit to get this going. I would help you make this work, blah, 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 blah." So that's kind of like how you go and convert a conversation, is by not selling, right? You have a conversation like you were having with a friend, you hear their story, how you can help them, what they're struggling with, you provide free strategies so they can apply. You provide so much value for free that people think you're crazy. And when you manage to get to that point, when you provide something in exchange for money, it's so natural. The process is so natural. It's super smooth. People don't feel like you're evil or trying to take their money. It's just like, "Man, this friend is recommending me this. He does charge for the service, but I've seen what he has to offer because he helped me for free. So I want to become his customer." Boom. That's how I close 1 to 3 sales per day. I became really good friends with my prospects. I provided so much value for free that people thought that I was crazy. I had the anti-salesman conversation. I had the anti-sales calls, and this increased my conversion rate. This is exactly how my team and I manage conversations with prospects these days. Like, for instance, if you go to sebastiangomezmentoring.com and you schedule a call, you're not gonna be pitched something you don't need. Like, literally, it's just gonna be a friendly conversation. This is exactly how I'm teaching you here. It's gonna be a friendly conversation. You're gonna tell us what you've done, what you're struggling with, and if we think we can help you, we are gonna present our service or our opportunity. But if we think that you simply, that we're not a good fit together, we're just gonna tell you, "Hey man, I think this is not a good fit, but I suggest you do this to get results," and that's it, right? So that's how I still do it today. It works really well, and people love to have our conversations with us. In fact, a lot of people, well, it's starting to rain. A lot of people that come to our calls, they don't buy anything and they leave super happy after the call because they felt like, they get inspiration, they get motivation, they get a nice feeling out of our calls, and it's not like just like, "Hey, they wanted to sell me something." So that's my best answer, friend. I hope you found it helpful. You don't need fancy sales techniques. You literally don't. You just have to just feel like you're the other person, and then just think like, in what case would I buy from this person? And then just reverse engineer it and do it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you want to learn more, go to sebastiangomezmentoring.com, schedule a call, friendly conversation. Don't worry, we're not salesmen. And if we can work together, awesome. If not, all cool too. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.